Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tatmoma and the Bake Brigade. Sorry I missed a couple of days of recording. This weather's kind of had me down. We've been in the lower 30s and the upper 20s for the past several days. And if you see something bumping into the table, that would be Maggie. She's right here. And I think it's somewhere between the weather having me hurting and I've been a little bit on video burnout. I don't know how else to put it. I was talking to the besties about that earlier today. Well, Amy and Eva a little bit. That I was feeling a little burnout. Not because of y'all. It had nothing to do with y'all. It's me. Now, what I do with the remote. There we go. Okay. That's just to tell me that my tea is finished steeping. It can steep for another minute or two, right? So this is what we're having tonight. This is it's Twinings Wild Berries. A while back, my lovely friend Amy, it has the channel Hooked on Wishing Crochet. She sent me a beautiful tea advent for December, and then of course I went off the rails and completely forgot about the advent and just did my own thing. Well, I decided tonight that I would just have a tea with Tatmoma. I did this last year before, something like that, where I did a series of videos where we had some tea and just talked about crochet and life and whatever else happened to come across my mind. So tonight is tea with Tatmoma, and this is the tea we're having. I got my artificial sweetener here, and so I'm gonna put I'm gonna pull the tea bag out and sweeten it, and then we'll give it a good taste. I like wild berries, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I just didn't want any of the teas that had caffeine in them or that said breakfast. Because it is a 8:45 in the evening, so I didn't want to, bring myself into any kind of daytime drinking. But I'm going to bob this tea bag around to make it a little bit darker because, well, I like bold, rich flavors. That's something about being a Louisianian. We like our bold, rich flavors. So, but I've been doing some crochet. My Crojo took a little bit of a hit with this, cold weather, because I have a bit of arthritis in my spine. And so I've been kind of alternating, sitting on a heating pad, just watching, catching up on some shows. Some shows on BritBox that I went ahead and signed back up for, and then some shows on Hulu, some crime documentary that I found. I watched some crime documentary on Hulu. Maggie's doing good about keeping herself busy. She found some chew bones that I had purchased when I had that little Leroy dog, and she has been keeping herself busy with the chew bones. She's still humping Theodore, though. But you know what? She's just going to be my little weirdo. And, Theodore's not bothered by the humping. I find it comical. I find it entertaining. So we're not going to be correcting that. We're just going to let it go. I know some of you might be horrified by that aspect or that prospect that I'm just going to let her do that. But, maybe she'll grow out of it. She is spayed. All her paperwork says is she is spayed. This is just an odd behavior. I think the first time she did it she did it to distract Theodore so that she could get her chew bone back. It worked. The second time she did it, it didn't work. But that was not lost on her. That she was not deterred by that. she found other ways to distract him and get her bone back. She has since found the little rope toys that I bought that had balls on either end. I had, when we got Leroy, I bought two of the same toy because him and Theodore kept getting jealous of each other when I bought one toy, so I had bought two of the same toy. And it was a rope toy with two solid rubber balls on either end of it. And so somehow she has found both of those toys, and they have been playing tug of war with those toys, which is essentially what they were made to do anyway. And I think that's wonderful that they're playing tug. And Theo's always wanted another dog to play tug with him. And so Theo is as happy as I have ever seen him. Now, not that he wasn't content before we got Maggie. He seemed relatively content to be the only dog and getting all the attention and everything. But to have a playmate that is similar in size and that can keep up with him and even gas him out, you know, her energy level is higher than his, so she wears him out. And but she keeps up with him and then some. And he is something he's always wanted. You know, he's always wanted a playmate, and he finally has one. And he's taught her how to be a dog and how to play. And it's just a match created in heaven, I think, you know. And it just, I'll be glad when the weather clears up so we can get back to walking her and get her potty training back on track, because she's still having accidents on the floor. But we're just giving her some grace in that area because the weather's been bad, and she's still new, and we don't have carpet, so it's easier when you don't have carpet to give your dog a little grace and to not mind cleaning up after them. But yeah, it's not fun to have to clean up after her, but you know, we love her, and the good outweighs the bad. And she's turned into a great bed sleep partner, even though she insists on sleeping on the left side of me. So she puts me in the middle of the bed. But, you know, I digress. I'm very happy with her. Very happy with her. My Christmas gift to myself that keeps on giving. As far as the channel goes, I'm not going anywhere, y'all. I'm not fixing to close down my channel or anything like that. You just might see more space between videos than you're used to seeing. You're going to see the daily devotionals. I'm going to continue to do that. Now, Amy did give me some good ideas about some themed videos, so I may go to something like that. You may see 3 or 4 videos, vlog videos a week instead of everyday videos, just till I kind of get through whatever I'm going through that I don't have a name for. You know, until I get back into the swing of things or whatever, this mental, because I'm just starting to, I mean, for the past for the whole time I've done YouTube, I didn't have much of a life outside of YouTube, to be honest. I could devote all the time that I have devoted to YouTube to doing all the videos and everything, and it didn't affect me out, you know, because I didn't have anything else going on. But I'm starting to have other things going on, and I'm starting to try to have a life outside of YouTube, and I'd really like to see where that goes. You know, my walks with Maggie, and I did finally hear from the program. I hadn't really mentioned this to anyone because I'm waiting for the next stage, which of course I don't know how long that's going to take. But I did finally hear about Johnny's program. The lady called me yesterday, and she's getting the paperwork sent off. He's been approved, of course, for 3 days a week. We decided to go with Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we're just waiting for a call to tell him when he can come start. So, you know, there's going to be that. and I'm going to have to drive him and pick him up every day. So, you know, that's going to, you know, that's going to take me away from things, and I'm going to, you know, have time. Not that Johnny doesn't take up any of my time during the day anyway. He's in his room in his own world and doing his own thing. And oh my gosh, that is delicious. This might be something I had to go look up and try to find me some of. That's like eating a dessert. Yeah, that's like a dessert tea right here. I probably could have got away with just one packet of sweetener. But anyway, so there's lots of things cropping up that, you know, I want to get into. And then, of course, spring is right around the corner for us. And I planned on doing some things in my yard this spring. I'd like to set up some bird feeders, some above ground vegetable garden, things I want to do, you know, that don't involve, not that I won't incorporate some of the gardening things into videos and stuff. I probably will. I will share that with y'all, because I know a lot of people that do, you know, include that into their, you know, channels. I don't know how much of that y'all are going to even be interested in. I will have to add that to my info page, you know, crochet, Jesus, weight loss journey, and gardening. Because you don't want to, you know, folks to tune in and go, wait a minute, I thought she was a crochet channel. What's she doing gardening? Because the whole gardening thing is kind of it's been a little bit of a dream of mine for a while. I wanted to grow my own vegetables and you know, have my own little crop and not have to and just, you know, my friends do that. Several of my friends grow their own vegetables and food, and I'd like to get in on that. And to know where your food comes from, and to see it from seed to plate, is something I think would be extremely satisfying and fulfilling, and something that would give me some sort of purpose that I haven't had. And I just think I would really enjoy that. And something I when I was at 400 pounds, I couldn't even fathom being able to do. And oh, I weighed myself today. I lost 2 more pounds. I'm at 230. So you know, just things that, you know, you just really don't think that at 400 pounds, you just don't think you're going to be able to do those things. And those things are within my reach now. And I will, you know, be sharing some of that with y'all if y'all are interested. You know, but at the same time, these are things that I really want to do, and I really want to, you know, fulfill these things that I didn't think I would ever get to do as a 400-pound person. To be able to grow my own vegetables and end up maybe, you know, you know, have a little get together outside and get me another little barbecue grill. Now that my yard looks better, you know, after the roofing people came and finished, they cleared out a big part of my yard. They did some yard work as well, and they dealt with tree branches that were resting on the top of the house. And there's a bit of concrete slab in a part of, like, a driveway that extends, our driveway kind of extends into the yard and around and back this way. So I could actually drive through the yard if I wanted to. I could drive through cause there's a double gate here. Right about here. There's a double gate here, and then the concrete driveway goes all the way down, and then in front of a garage, and you could turn around and then go back out. And so it's plenty of room right there to set up some lawn chairs, a barbecue pit, or a fire pit for, you know, roasting hot dogs or something like that. To just sit out and enjoy the outside. And I really want to do that. You know, I mean, we got this big backyard, and for 2 years we haven't sat out and enjoyed it at all. And so this spring I would really like to do that. I can't do that right now because it's 30 degrees. It's a little too cold for me. I've been alternating sitting on this heating pad. I got it sitting over here right now. But yeah, a heating pad. Someone has suggested me get one when I was having trouble with my neck, and so I did buy a heating pad, but by the time I bought it, the issue with my neck cleared up. But I said, well, you know, and then when all this cold started coming and my back started hurting so bad, I said, ooh. So I grabbed the heating pad and started laying on it when in my chair. And it helps a lot. It helps a lot because the pain that started cranking up with my back in this cold weather is the same pain I used to have when I was 400 pounds. It feels like someone's got my neck and my back in a vice. And it's really bad. And I know a lot of y'all understand because a lot of y'all go through the same similar things and worse. But it's really, it doesn't make you very joyful and very interested in being in front of a camera and talking and entertaining anyone. So that's why no videos for a couple of days, because I was trying to get past the hump. I'm still, you know, I took some ibuprofen. Really not supposed to take ibuprofen, but Tylenol kind of doesn't work very well. And I don't take ibuprofen very often, but I did this evening so that I could at least try to get a video in with y'all and enjoy this lovely tea. This is really good tea. I'm not into all that loose leaf tea, but these tea bags I will do. And I have been doing a little bit of crochet, not as much crochet as I wished I had been doing. I hadn't got back to the Jubilee blanket, but I did switch colors with the beachy blanket, and so this is where we are with that. I'm going to work some more of the cream though. I'm not done with the cream color yet. But I'm definitely getting there, and then I'll switch to another color. But yeah, we're making progress here. But I did make myself, well, I made myself a hat and then a hat for someone else. But the hat that I showed y'all that I was kind of in the process of, that's to match my sweater. Remember I showed y'all it was just the little cap part, the little part here. But I decided that I would just, I was inspired by Amy over at Hooked on Wish and Crochet. She had a video, I want to say it was yesterday. She showed all these beautiful hats that she had been making, and she intended on sharing in her little library. She does a little neighborhood library share book thing, and she was making hats for that. And she showed these beautiful, gorgeous hats that she had made. And one of them had this really long brim. And I was like, ooh, I really like that. And so I said, well, I wonder, you know, how long a brim do I need from where I was to make it, you know, frame my head just so that it would be very, very comfortable. And, you know, make it cute, you know. Because we're all aiming for cute, right? So I couldn't even tell you how many. I know I went 9 rounds I did, you know, now I did use a bag o' day tutorial, basic beanie tutorial, but after the increases, after the regular increases and stuff, then I went about 3 or 4 regular rows of double crochet, and then I started with the front post, back post, and ended up with this little brim here. But I mean, seriously, it fits just like I wanted it to, and it's so cute. So and it just hugs my ears just so. So it is very stretchy. Now I did make a blue one for a friend, so I did make a blue one. Now I did use a 5.5. I used an eye hook with this because I wanted it to be come out smaller, because this is 4. It says it's 5-weight yarn. It is scarfy yarn. It's Line Brand scarfy yarn. It says it's 5-weight yarn, but really it's 4-weight yarn because it's roving style, meaning it goes from thick to thin. I just used the eye hook because I wanted it to come out, because my head's not very big. So I wanted it to come out kind of a snugger hat. I wanted it to fit a certain way. So that's why I did it this way. Now I also used a 5.5 on this one. So so it fits the same. It fits me the same, but this is for someone else. I'm going to make Will a black one, and I got to make, I had Johnny, excuse me, that my nose, there we go. There's a clean one. I had Johnny try this blue one on. His head is too big. So I'm going to make Johnny one, but I'm going to make it with a 6mm hook. So so that it'll be big enough for him. Because Johnny's head's bigger than mine. So I will work that out, and I'll make Johnny one, but I'm going to make Will one because Will's been, he sort of, the garage he works in is kind of cold. And he's in and out of the cold all day. Will is. And he said that he made the mistake of not wearing pajama pants underneath his jeans today. And he said, Mama, I froze. He said, I was really cold. And I said, okay. He said, so pajama pants underneath my jeans to be what I do until the cold is over with. Okay. He really needs some insulated underwear is what he needs. Some what we call long johns. So I may have to see if I can locate some of those for him. That hadn't been an issue, but where he's working now, apparently that's an issue, and he needs those because I don't want him to get sick. Will has been very good to me this week. My little heater, we had 2 different Honeywell heaters when all this cold business started, and Johnny's crapped out, and I had to replace Johnny's. And then I was able to use the vacuum cleaner and clean the air filter on mine and get another couple of days out of mine. But then mine crapped out, the same exact model and everything. The light would come on, but it wouldn't blow. And there wasn't any kind of little fuse on the plug or anything that you could see that you could just replace and get it going again. There was nothing that no indication of anything you could just replace a fuse or something. It just wouldn't go. And so I called Will because it was almost dark, and I really don't like to get out after dark, and Will knows this. And so I called Will. He just gotten off work, and I asked him would he go to Walmart and get me another one just like the one that I had bought Johnny. And he did. He went and got that for me because he has a card on my checking account. So he went and got that for me. And then that same night, the night that I did the last video, I remember when I told you a fuse or something, a breaker or something had tripped. No, this new little heater, apparently you can't run them on high because they blow things, they cause problems. Well, I had it plugged into a surge, a power strip, or it was plugged into an extension cord that was plugged into a power strip. Okay. And the power strip had my TV and my Amazon Fire Cube plugged into it, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And but my little, it blew out my power strip, but I didn't know that. But I got really frustrated and upset because I couldn't figure it out, because I had been out in the cold twice thinking it was a breaker, because I went to the outside breaker box because the inside breaker box was fine. So I went outside twice in the cold and still couldn't get it figured out. And I kind of, you know, had a little hissy fit, as it were, because, well, I do that sometimes. I'm human. And Will come out of his room and he said, "What's the problem?" And he came right on in here and he diagnosed the problem and he got me fixed in no time. And he said, "There, are you okay?" And I said, "I'm fine." And so he got me all fixed up, and you know, didn't treat me any kind of way for my little meltdown or anything. So I really appreciate him for doing that, coming to my aid and helping me out when I had my little meltdown over my electrical problem. But this little heater, you have to run on low. You can't run on high because it pulls too much juice. But yeah, it blew out my power strip, so we had to replug things in a different way. And yeah, but so Will's come through and he's come in clutch twice this week. And so Mama made sure he had clean laundry when he got off today. And he's out with friends, I guess, this evening. But just so y'all know, you know, me and Will are good. Me and Will are really good. And of course, Johnny's always good. So we're just, hopefully, I'm going to hit that girl up Monday. I'm going to give her till Monday. And to come up with some, you know, I'm not letting them take another 2 months with Johnny's thing. I'm going to text her Monday and ask her what's going on with the paperwork. And you know how you know what's the status of everything, because I'm not going to sit back and just wait. This time the holidays are over, we're into a new year. There's no reason for anybody to be dragging their feet. So I'm just going to hold her feet to the fire until I get Johnny started. And I've been kind of watching my spending, because when Johnny starts going to his program, he will need cash every day to go do things, to go eat, to go movies or games or whatever they're going to be doing. He will need money every day. They don't pay for anything. They just they take them to do stuff. But whatever stuff gets done, he has to have money to do. So I'll have to make sure that he has money to go do stuff every week. And so I've been kind of, you know, holding on to money and not buying yarn and not, you know, not splurging on stuff, because I had a feeling that this was going to be coming up, and I wanted to make sure that we had enough funds available that, you know, Johnny could do whatever he wanted to do with them while he was out with them, and that he wouldn't, you know, feel like he was broke and couldn't do any of the activities that everybody else was doing because he didn't have the money to do it. So I want to make sure that he's not left out of anything because of money. So yeah, we'll make sure he has money. And he's going to go 3 days a week, and we'll figure it out, because he needs it, and he deserves it. And we have been almost a year trying to do this. And I'm going to call her or text her Monday and say, "Hey, what's going on? Where we at with it?" And I will text her and contact her every day next week until I get an answer. Because I'm a little fed up. It's been since November since we had our meeting, and since we were told that he was a go. And they taken 2 months to get paperwork done. And that is ridiculous. So, and I'm talking a lot more calmer than I'm feeling about it. So, if I don't seem as passionate as you think I ought to be, it's because I've had time to sit with this, and I've done the internal raging, and I've cried over this situation already, because when you love your kid as much as I love my kid, and you feel like people are treating them like a second-class citizen, because of whatever bias they may have, it makes you very angry to have waited as long as we have had to wait. And so it does not going to do any of us any good for me to get ugly with anybody. But I can be very politely persistent and see if that gets me somewhere. And so that is my intention, to be politely persistent. And hopefully that will make progress, as it were. And I will continue to pray for the situation as well, because it's only God that has gotten us as far as we have gotten anyway. But that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I just wanted to come and visit with y'all, let y'all know that I'm fine. I'm just, bordering on burnout. So if y'all, just get 3 or 4 videos a week, don't think that I've forgotten about y'all or whatever. It's just me trying to space things out so that I can make room for other things in my life. That's all. That's just me trying to have a life outside of YouTube. And I think that's just the normal course of life after losing almost 200 pounds and trying to make a new life for myself in my new body. So hopefully y'all understand that. And please know that I love you, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend is waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.